Welcome to City on a Hill Gaming, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. We hope you enjoy our episode.
Welcome back to City on the Hill Gaming. My name is Ryan. I am not your game master, because that's not what we're doing right now. Tonight, I am joined by two more tabletop friends, Justin.
Hello.
And Ben.
Howdy doody.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my character, so from the Feng Shui thing, I am using the Old Master archetype. But instead of... So originally I wanted to be the Emperor from the animated Mulan movie. But I realized doing that would probably be insensitive. So instead, I'm a retired MMA fighter who runs a dojo in a mall. And I teach mixed martial arts to the next generation of fighters. And my old master's name is Joe Hand of Grace Fenton.
And for those wondering about the icon he picked, it looks like Sexy Santa is an MMA fighter.
Yeah, it's just like this gray hair, gray beard, shirtless, just 17-pack abs, but scars for no reason, wearing punching gloves.
White hair, white mustache, white beard, though. It's all there.
Huge eyebrows.
Very in season.
Yeah, no. Just Christmas Santa, but when he's training in the off season. Okay, and Ben, introduce your character. Full name, and then I'll laugh at it when we're done.
So, I chose the Scrappy Kid archetype, and because I'm a child of the 80s, I decided to run with the character name of Slater Diamond Morris.
Which upsets me to no end.
If you don't know, feel free to Google those three names: Slater, Diamond, Morris,
and it will lead you somewhere.
And just know I'm a child of the 80s and the 90s, so that should put you in a context of what that should be. Yeah.
Oh crap! There's an actual actor by that name.
Is there really?
Morris Slater Diamond. Never mind.
Okay, not that. That is not who I'm talking about.
Googling that doesn't get you there.
Don't Google it. Just Google Saved by the Bell and groan later.
Yeah, like I did in text chat when he said the character's name originally.
Yep.
Oh, you got me with that one. That was excellent.
It was. It came to me and I was like, I can't not.
No, it's perfect.
And my character, little token that we're using here, is Macaulay Culkin from I have no idea what movie, probably in a Michael Jackson music video, where he's got black sunglasses and a black leather fingerless glove. For those who were bikers when they were,
he looks like he's 7. Either suiting up to cause mayhem or suiting up to play video games, and I don't know which.
Yeah.
But
all of which is okay.
It could easily be a Nintendo Power Glove.
It really could have been. That's true.
But I couldn't find a picture of the Power Glove kid in time. So, yeah.
So those are our characters, and Justin, you said our location is which shopping mall?
I had a name.
It had a good mall name.
It was the Phenomenon Plaza Mall.
Yeah, that's a good mall name.
Phenomenon Plaza.
So we are going to be adventuring in the Phenomenon Plaza Mall, which is where my mixed martial arts studio is, and where Ben's character hangs out.
Yep, I just hang out anytime I'm not at school.
At the mall.
Because it's the mall.
And that's what happens. This is literally the 80s by way of 2016. I love it.
Yes.
I'm here for it. Okay.
It's the 80s with cell phones.
It's the 80s with cell phones. This is great. Which makes sense for Zach Morris. That's great. It's even better. I know you used texting on it earlier, but I've been we should have done with the big phone.
Mm-hmm.
With the antenna. Nice. And Justin, you're in charge now. Have fun.
Okay, so if you've been listening long enough, you might remember drink trays to the face. So we're gonna bring back Feng Shui 2. We've got a new game, and lots of faces that need kicking. So we're gonna get started. Light snow is falling outside the Phenomenon Plaza Mall. Shopping season is in full swing, and there's handfuls of people wandering around the shops, passing by the block storefronts promising new things to discover soon. The festive tones of a vaporware cover of the song Here Comes Santa Claus wafts down the escalator and mixes with the scents spritzed out by a pushy vendor at a kiosk. You follow a woman who's walking away, batting at the aerosolized liquid in the air. Her ring falls off, rolls across the floor, and rolls under an employees only door. The woman looks around and tries the handle. The door opens and she steps inside and bends down to look for the ring in the darkness, and she pulls out her phone to turn on the light. The door shuts behind her. After a moment, there's a resounding scream of a kid winning at the claw game. It drops a plushy rabbit down into the chute, and he grabs it and runs off past a kid eating Sabaro at the food courts. And that would be Slater, who is waiting for his friend's mom to pick him up, but she isn't here. So what's he do? You saw her before, and she's late. She's missing.
She was just like, where did she go? Oh, maybe she went over to the gym. Slater gets up and like heads over across the mall to the Hand of Grace Dojo gym.
Okay, yeah, you see Joe there, and he sees you come in, and what does he say?
Hey, kid. What can I do for you?
Have you seen Zach's mom?
I'm so upset with you right now, Ben. Okay, sorry, I'm back. We haven't said the character's full name yet, so that's not going to make sense to anybody, but I don't care. That's great. Sorry. That got me. I apologize. I wasn't expecting that. No, I don't think so. She dropped you off earlier?
Yeah, she was supposed to pick me up, but I saw her, and then she disappeared.
Where was she?
You saw her go past the perfume kiosk.
Oh, she was down by the perfumes and I don't know, like the Bath and Body Works and all that places that smell bad. All those places.
They do smell bad. All right.
Give me a headache every time.
Yeah, let's go find her. I guess we will head that direction.
All right, so you head towards and you go past the same kiosk you saw her go past, and the guy, he's like looking around for somebody else to spray, because he's not trying to sell you guys perfume.
Sure. That's fair. I will choose not to be insulted by that. Do I know his name?
His name is Kenny.
Kenny.
Hey, what's up?
We're trying to find Slater's ride. Have you seen anybody pass through recently that went somewhere unusual? He's supposed to ride with Zach's mom.
Well, there was a lady that she dropped her ring, and I don't know where she went. I heard it drop and roll off, and I saw her chase it, but I don't know. I got distracted by something, and I don't know what happened.
It's okay. Appreciate it, Kenny. Is there what is the equivalent of perception here? What would I do to make that kind of action?
So you have your skills
or investigation, yes.
But unskilled of anything would just be 7.
Okay.
Action value of 7.
Okay. Then let's make a roll then. Oh, okay. Action value 7. Okay, so that's a
0.
0.
So, you look around and you don't see anything obvious. But Slater's phone rings, or it buzzes, and it's like, "Did my mom pick you up yet?"
Nah, man. She like saw her walking through the mall, but she disappeared on me.
Like,
Was she
"That's
here coming
weird."
here? Was she coming for something else, or just picking up me?
He texts back a moment later. He's like, "Just you. Maybe you should call her, and she's probably looking for you."
Got it. So I'll dial her number and give her a call.
And you're walking around, and you she has a really distinctive ringtone. Um, it's like a school bell or something, and you hear it for just a second, and it stops like suddenly, which is weird. But it sounded like it was coming from behind that employees only door, which
What would she be doing back there?
It's mostly just for the maintenance, man. He just uses it to get back and forth between all the stores. Huh. I mean, let's go look.
So we'll go test the handle and pull it open.
right, you pull it open and it's dark in there, and um, you can kind of see it's it is a hallway, but you can tell there's an open door to um, it says storage.
So, since I assume I've been down this hallway at some point before because I have a store in the mall.
Sure.
Like
Do I know if
uncommonly
there's
dark
light
or
switches
just normal dark?
or that
It's
question? Yes.
Yeah. Normally there's some kind of lights on, but for some reason they're all turned off.
Can I feel around for
Huh.
a switch?
Yeah. You find it, and it's up. You flip it up and down, and nothing changes.
I'm gonna
I don't like that.
flip my phone light on, a flashlight.
All right. You shine the light around, and you see on the floor there's a ring that looks like Zach's mom's ring. It's very it's very distinct. So
I'm gonna,
you recognize, you're like, that's weird, because
I'm
it's
gonna
got
pick it
like
up.
a, and you think in the with the light you see some sort of movement in the slightly past the slightly open door.
I step in front of him, like between him and that area. Who's down there?
You hear like a "Mm."
Slater, stay here. And he does the thing where he rolls his neck back and forth and it makes like a cracking sound. And then I start walking down the hallway.
All right, it's just a few steps, and um, you push the door open, and let's see, and Slater sees you just suddenly like get pulled in.
Yeah.
You don't see exactly what happened, but he's there, and then the door opens, and he gets pulled through, and
Haunted mall! Haunted mall! They keep stealing people.
and you hear um somewhere down the hall um a radio, and it's like, um Charlie, are you there? I found the problem. I'm gonna turn the lights back on. And Charlie is one of the security guards, but you don't see him or anything.
I'm gonna turn the flashlight off and as quietly as I can sneak up into the where the door frame was.
Okay. So you peer in the doorframe, and the lights turn on, and you see Joe kind of in the middle of the room, like something just pulled him and like threw him. You see Zach's mom tied up in the corner. You see a guy you know well. He looks kind of weird, but it's Chad from Abercrombie and Fitch. Um, he's looks very strange. Like, kind of like this dead look in his eyes. You see someone else in there, and then you see about 8 mannequins, which is weird
Okay.
because there's storage. But what's really weird is when the lights are on, they all turn and they look at you.
Shirtless Chad.
And you see this guy. The mannequins, they start to like hop towards you, and it makes kind of a noise. And the guy looks around and says, "What? Who are you?" And he's some weird. He's got like these weird robes, and you can see him messing with another mannequin. He's like drawing a some sort of marks on its head, and you notice the same marks are on all the other mannequins, and there's one on Chad's forehead as well. And Slater, you first action is up. What you gonna do?
First action.
So this is a warehouse, so there's like all kinds of storage
Yeah.
things.
I'm gonna. Quick question. How many throwing stars do I have?
As many as you need. You can
This is
throw.
the 80s action gun
Yeah,
theory of ammo is fun.
yeah.
Okay.
So there's no
Um,
reload value on your. So it's
nope.
you can it can be your normal throwing stars, but you can pick up other stuff to refill
Cool.
them, or you can pull them off.
Why, yes, this
Wherever.
pistol that clearly only holds 6 rounds does fire 12 to 14 shots. Of course it does.
What do you mean, 6 shooters that can't shoot more than 14 rounds?
I don't understand. That's inefficient construction.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sprint up and check on Joe and make sure Joe's okay. Um, is Chad standing right next to Joe?
No, he's kind of off in the corner near Zach's mom, but
Okay.
he like slowly looks towards you.
Um,
And Joe's fine. It's just something
he's got yanked
he
in. Okay.
I just got
yeah.
yoinked into the room.
Okay. Never mind. Then I'm gonna run in and yell, "Hey!" Yeah, I don't know. God, I don't want to like just start throwing like stars at people.
Well, there's
What do I do?
mannequins and they're like moving towards you. They're like
They're
hopping,
there, so
moving
they
towards.
are in their own motion.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw a. I'm gonna throw a ninja star, or yeah, a throwing star at one of the mannequins.
Okay.
So that is action value, and then defense.
It's 13, and these are mooks, so if they get hit at all, they go down.
13.
And remind me how attacking multiples works again.
Their defense goes up by the number you're attacking. So if you attack 2, their defense value goes up by 2.
Both of their defense values.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would take the highest defense value of everyone you're attacking.
Add however many
then
you're
add
attacking to it.
right. And then
Okay.
if you hit that, you hit everybody.
Gotcha.
And
So I think, did I do that math
yeah.
computation correctly?
Yep. So you rolled a really good. You rolled a 6, so you re-roll 6s.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
And
Like
because it's a mook, they
5
go.
minus 1 equals 10. Action value of 13 is 23. And then defense of 13. I don't know whose defense of 13 was. Or
They
did I
all
type
have.
that
I
in?
That
think
was
they
the
all have
mook.
defense
Yeah.
of 13. Yeah.
Okay. And then weapon damage of 5 equals 15.
All right. So yeah, these are mooks. So any hit takes one down. So
Okay.
you throw a throwing star, and it like lands like it hits its leg, and it just like the leg like falls off
Crumples out.
the mannequin, and it just like falls over, and it's still like kind of moving, but it can't walk. It's like just kind of scrabbling at the ground.
Okay, and that took 3 actions?
Yeah.
Or 3,
Three
whatever those are called?
shots.
Let's go to the hand. So from 14, I go to 11.
Yep. And does Joe have any? Does he know of any of the mystic arts or anything, or is this just like crazy to him?
He actually does have info. Well, no, that's Chinese philosophy, so that probably doesn't apply here. No, this is probably utter nonsense.
Okay. So you can act accordingly.
Okay. I don't. Chad. Shirtless Chad. All right.
And normally Chad would be like, "What's up, dude?" and all that stuff.
So
but
he's super
just
friendly
kinda,
normally.
yeah,
Okay.
overly friendly.
All right.
And he's just not even saying anything. He's just turning towards you and he's just barely starting to move.
Okay, I'd like to try and hit. You know what? I'm going all in. I'm gonna try and hit 3 mooks.
Okay.
So
yeah, there's three that the three that dragged you in.
Yeah,
and dropped you. They're right beside you.
So action value is 16, and then defense would be 16 as well.
13.
It's 13, but there's 3 of them.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what just happened. Okay.
You hit
all 3. Okay.
Yep. So
Sweet.
Describe how you take 3 of them out.
I don't know what's going on, but I don't like this. He what's the word I want? Combat rolls forward and just punches 2 of them in the stomach, one hand each, and then sweeps the leg Johnny to knock the one in between the 2 of them over.
Nice. Yeah, they just fall over. And
do I recognize the symbol?
Oh, that was a failed name. That was a failed name choice. Johnny Machio.
Oh, that would have been a good choice. Yeah.
Yeah, we just finished the latest season of Cobra Kai. It's getting really good.
Yeah,
I've heard it's an excellent show.
It is.
If you're a fan of the Karate Kid at all, it is fantastic. Very nostalgic.
I dig it. Okay, and then I move myself down the chart.
Yeah.
To
make room.
Yeah, to 9. So doing extra actions doesn't move me any further. Or doing extra attacks doesn't move me any further.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Some things might cost more, but it's typically 3. All right.
Sweet. So that means that means Ben goes again, right?
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
And you hear Zach's mom and she's really freaking out. And she's
be careful, kid.
Yeah.
Is there anything not right about her?
She's near the main guy, but she's there's nothing. She's acting, normal for the situation. She's just got
relative normal. Okay.
Okay. Then
she's got duct tape over her mouth, and she looks like she might be.
So she's just a wrong time, wrong place kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to use forceful dart. Are you carrying a weapon?
I don't know if I would have brought it with me when I left the dojo. Technically, the character has one. I don't know if I'd have bothered to bring it. I don't think I would have.
I mean, it's a staff, right? There's probably a mop or a broom.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
So not yet. Okay. Then I will use. I'm gonna burn a chi point for Fox's retreat. Until the next keyframe, dodges increase your defense by +4.
Nice.
So that.
So the keyframe is the next sequence at 11.
Okay.
The next sequence when it hits 11.
Yeah. So the next round of combat.
All the way
Yeah.
until we get back to 11.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
Anytime
he dodges, it's +4.
Right.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna rush forward and kick in the Fox's retreat. But then I'm gonna make a couple strikes at the back of since he's getting closer to Zach's mom. I'm gonna run up and punch him in the back and like kid flail and trying to beat him in the back, trying to get him off.
I love it.
Okay.
And he
the big bad guy.
Is that puppeteer or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ultimately, Chad was the big bad guy all along.
Yeah. Well, he seems to be. Well, the puppeteer guy with the weird robes and the evil grin seems to be the one
controlling everything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a miss.
Yep.
Unfortunate. Yeah, so you hit him and he's like, "Get off me!" And he like swings his robe out, and with a force which seems more than you would expect from just getting hit by his flowing robes, it kind of like knocks you back and you crash into some boxes right next to Zach's mom. And
kid, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. It hurts.
And
Ow.
So the puppeteer, he says, "This will ruin our plans if we're caught out. We must escape." And he kind of grabs his stuff, whatever it is he's working with, and shoves it in his cloak, and he like makes some signs in the air, and like out of the shadows come some more of these mannequins, and they all start like moving, but so they move out the door, but there's you hear him like say, "No, we can't go that way. It's blocked for some reason." I just why would they be blocked? Who would I say the security guard is
what was his name?
I want to say Dave, but that's not right.
Yeah, I know it was like 2 syllables.
Was it Charlie?
Anyways, Charlie. Yeah, it was Charlie. All right. So you hear Charlie yelling is like he's like, "I've barricaded the way out." And you hear he's on the radio and it's like they knocked me out, but they're still here. And like you don't really understand what's going on, but you hear like all these people, the mannequins, you see them and you get up and you start to follow them, and probably, or you can, but you start hearing screaming because obviously they went out into the main area of the mall, because that's way more exciting than if you're in a back room fighting.
Sure.
So, and
so
who's
that's still in the room?
Zach's mom and you two, and
so Chad went with him.
Oh, except you see Chad like in the door, like
like Chad's holding the door.
Yeah, well, let's see. I'll just say they moved, and we'll say he goes, he hops past, except he like grabs Joe, and let's see what happens.
Uh-oh.
He grabs Joe. All right. 15. All right. And what is your defense?
My defense is 15.
15. All right.
I'm gonna have to keep track of that because my defense may change.
Okay,
repeatedly.
at the end of your name. What's your defense?
Currently it's
later?
15, but because of one of my class things.
Also 15. All right, I'll just put it at that way. I don't have to keep asking. All right, so he actually he grabs you and do so 2 plus too many windows. So what? 13 minus your toughness. Take that
Toughness
many
is
wound points.
5.
5. All right.
So I go from 60 to 52, and then I need to make a Constitution check.
Oh,
Do we count? Are we counting backwards or forwards?
Oh, do we go up from 1 to 60, or do we go from 60 down?
You go up. You start at 0 wound points.
Oh, okay. And then we take negatives at 25 and 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he picks you up and he just like flings you into a corner that's like got mops, and you just like crash into a mop bucket and a broom and stuff fall down on your head.
Oh, okay.
And then he starts to stalk off towards later.
How do I make the Constitution check?
All right, it's you have a Constitution on your skills?
No.
Okay,
So
then
it's
it's
just
7. Yeah.
Action value 7. And then how do I put the other thing in?
That's all you have to do is just
Okay.
your action value. So that's positive. So
It's a difficulty 7 Constitution check.
Okay, then that would be a miss.
Oh, because I needed to get at least a 7.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever you fail, so my defense drops by 1. So my defense is now a 15 or 14. I'm sorry, because I have tired bones.
Tired bones. All right. I just wrote 15. I guess I'll change it to 14.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
You're up, and so
Okay.
So everyone else has ran outside, and these things hop pretty quick.
How many meters or whatever it is away is Chad?
Close enough if you want to make your prodigious leap.
Okay, I would like to use one shot to make a great horizontal jump towards Chad, and ultimately I'd like to try and put him in. I don't know how this works in the system. I don't want to hit him. I want to try and put him in like a weird choke or like a guillotine or something.
Okay.
Because ultimately, maybe if he passes out, he'll snap out of it or something. And also, I just don't like Chad very much. Because, he threw me at brooms. Also, I'm bringing one of the brooms with me.
All right, so you grab the broom. So it costs you 1 shot to make the leap and a chi.
It only costs me the chi if I have less than 2 chi.
Right, I see that. All right, so yeah, you
I'm at 8 now. Okay.
Yeah.
And then do I just martial arts again?
Yeah, you can do martial arts, and so you want to try to hold him in place.
I kind of want to like make him unconscious by putting him to sleep.
Okay. So
what's his defense was 13?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now you have your are you using the broom / staff?
No.
Okay.
I'm trying to put him to sleep.
All right. So you grab him, and you definitely feel like he's not like you grab him, and it's not like he's choking or anything. He's just like you've got him held, and it's like you kind of it almost is like he's not breathing. You're not sure if he's breathing or
to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's kind of concerning. He's like struggling against you, but he's not like trying to pull your arms off. He's just kind of like clumsily batting at you.
So he seems like really, really off right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does he go to sleeps?
Nope. He
Okay, well then I guess I'm done.
Yeah, but you did damage, so
Okay. As long as I still did some damage, that's cool.
Yeah. So 7, and what's your damage is 10, right?
My punching kicking damage is 10, yes.
Alright.
Instead of 7.
Alright. Alright, and we are up to Slater.
So Slater's gonna run over to Zach's mom and start untying her and checking on her, make sure she's okay. First thing.
Yep. Yeah, so she's like, "What's happening?"
I need you to get out and get to your car and get out of the mall as fast as possible. It's not safe.
Like, well, you need to come with me.
I'll meet you at the car.
Okay. She just seems more like super out of sorts, so she, yeah, she runs out. We'll just say that cost 1 shot.
Okay.
So we're back to Joe. So Chad from Abercrombie Fitch is he just batting at you, but he doesn't seem to be like choking or anything you would expect from a sleeper hold.
Okay, I want to try and get in like one good shot to knock him out.
Okay.
Like try and, because that's Joe's whole thing when he was, because Joe's a retired MMA fighter. Joe's whole thing was that like if he knocked you down in a fight, he didn't like leap on you and start punching you repeatedly in the head. That's not necessary. So like he tries for like one good knockout shot and then we're done. So I'm gonna let him go long enough to like take just a step back, and then I'm gonna flying windmill kick him.
Okay.
But that takes 4 shots.
All right.
So let's go with that. Oh. Open roll, action value 16. Defense 13. Okay. Which is a miss. Okay.
Yep.
You may continue until an attack fails or you land your. Okay, so I missed. So I'm just done. I take a shot. I take a swing at him, and he just kind of ducks, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you start your windmill, and he just randomly like stumbles out of the way, and what you weren't expecting, and it's just sort of puts you off balance. So you have to like recover and just like yeah. And
this is why I don't like your store, Joe. All right, Chad.
Yeah, and it really doesn't look like he dodged. It looked like he just sort of like
fell out of the way.
Stumbled. Yeah. And so Zach's mom heads outside, and you hear screaming outside as there's like commotion. Chad's still here, but you what are you gonna do, Slater?
I'm gonna look around this real quick and see if there's in the boxes around any of the materials that are in the room here with us. Looking for anything like a bucket of water, like a mop bucket, a paint, anything like that.
Yeah, there's some paint.
Like is it like spray paint or like wall paint?
There's a bucket of wall paint.
Okay. I'm gonna grab the bucket of wall paint and rip the top off of the bottle or the jug. What's the word I'm looking for? Bucket. There we go.
Bucket. Yeah.
Can.
Okay.
Wow.
Can. Yeah. Can works too.
It was a long road.
I was trying to say jar, which is also not correct.
Every container but the thing.
All the containers.
There's an ampule.
Yes.
Yeah, rip the top off and grab the bucket of paint and kind of do like a hammer throw spin and launch the bucket of paint onto Chad.
Okay.
Oh, that's great.
Just straight martial arts.
Yeah, that would be just your
Okay.
normal skill.
And Chad is 13. Oh, -2. It's a miss.
No, we're falling apart.
Yeah, so you go to just dump the paint on him, and he just like sort of like turns as he sees you coming and just like randomly flails, and it just like knocks the paint just off, and like just all the paint goes right in the floor.
I like that he never really looks like he knows what he's doing.
That takes me down 3. Yeah.
And all right. I will, let's see here.
If I remember right, this is how I rolled last time too.
The puppeteer's made it to the food court. He's like 7 steps from the front door.
He's munching on some Auntie Anne's,
Yeah,
Auntie Anne's pretzels.
Yeah, he's stopped to get a Starbucks. He's we're describing a really nice mall.
And what's your, let's see.
Slater's defense is 15.
All right, and he like he hops towards you, and he like goes to grab you, and you see his mouth open like way more than it really should. Like it looks really creepy, like it's distended, and he goes to bite you like in the neck, but he slips on the paint and sort of like stumbles past you. But it's closer towards the exit where you hear more people shouting and commotion. And you don't know what they're doing out there, but they're doing something. And you so what's and you Chad just sort of like as he stumbles, he hears you. It looks like he hears something, but you don't hear anything that he might have heard, and you just like he just hops right on out. And then you hear Charlie on the radio is like, I don't know what's going on, but I just saw Chad. He looked really weird.
Chad, no. It's my turn.
Yep.
You okay, kid?
I'm fine. Let's figure out what's going on here, though.
You're not so bad for kind of being a punk. I respect that. Okay, so if I step out into the hallway, do I see Chad?
Yeah, if you follow him, he's like right in the doorway, like the employee's only door.
Can I get to him?
Yeah, so you can get to him, and
okay.
But if you look the other way, you see see Charlie. He's in what would you block a hallway with in the mall? He's got
like traffic cones.
Yeah, and he's got 2 traffic cones, and like wedged in the doorway is a Segway.
the mannequins just don't know any better. The They're just like, can't go that way. Charlie, call the police. And then I'd like to sprint down the hallway and then push off of one leg. My other leg like pushes off of the wall, and then I want to Superman punch Chad in the face.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't miss.
Yeah,
I know, right? I mean, look, so far.
Right before you leap, you see you hear Charlie go like, I don't need the cops. I am the security around here.
I respect you, Charlie.
I am the law.
Okay. Boom.
Uh-oh.
Okay, what happens now?
Boxcars.
Okay, so I rolled 2 6s, and so the system automatically did something. So explain this to me, Justin.
So it automatically re-rolled.
Okay.
And so basically on boxcars, if you get
Which is double
a success,
sixes.
yeah,
Okay.
you re-roll, and then if you get a success, you get a really awesome success, or alternate, you get away off of failure.
Oh, and something
So
goes
I
terribly
have
bad.
right.
Okay.
So obviously, I gave the bot just a little bit of a delay that says it's re-rolling, just to give that little bit of tension.
A little
So
tension built there. That's good.
hopefully you felt that.
Oh yeah.
Because you can actually see it like in chat because we're using a bot for Discord that Justin built, and you can actually see where it's like it shows you the like text. It shows you when someone's typing, and it's like bot is re-rolling. I'm like, crap. Okay. No. Okay, so
All
yeah,
right.
I run down the hallway, push like have you ever seen the clip? It's a UFC fighter, like he pushes one leg off the cage and then just like comes down and like Superman punches the guy in the face. Or no,
Oh yeah.
he roundhouse kicks him in the head, but I'm gonna Superman punch him in the face.
Yeah. So Chad was hopping out, like literally hopping, which is weird.
Very weird. I like it.
Just like the mannequins. But for whatever reason, like he
I have lots of
turned like
concerns.
right as you're flying at him, and so you like you this will like so it's obviously a way awesome success. So just describe away.
Yeah, I push one leg off the wall, come back down, and I just clock him straight in the right cheek. And can I hit him so hard that the magic lets go of him?
Um.
Like that the thing in his forehead
Yeah.
like literally flies off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll do that. Um.
Like
Okay, I got it. So you hit him super hard, and he like just flies backwards out um into the main area and just crashes into the perfume cart,
oh no.
and just a bunch of bottles fall, and you see it one breaks on his head, and it like just sort of um it's actually um
It smears the
it's
mark.
nail polish
Nail
remover,
polish remover.
and yeah, it whatever the mark is, it sort of um wipes it away, or makes it run, and you see him just like gasp, and then he starts coughing because he just got a bunch of acetone in his
Acetone in
lung.
his face, yeah. I look
And
back down the hallway and I'm like, kid, I found the antidote.
and he he's just coughing. He definitely uh he it's still weird, but he seems to be more normal.
I'm not gonna lie, that was literally gonna be my move. Was gonna be go to the perfume stand.
Perfume card. Kenny, I'm sorry about your business.
And
Okay.
he's like, "What are you doing, Chad?"
Kenny, it's not his fault. Chad doesn't know what he's doing.
And you hear Slater hears out you hear Zach's mom shouting, "Let go of me."
Not again.
So Slater's gonna go full sprint out the door, down the hallway, out the employee entrance, and he would have just gotten around the corner to watch what happened with Joe and Chad,
Right.
and pauses just enough as he runs past Joe to like give him a pound on the shoulder,
Yeah.
and or a good game slap as he runs by, and because he has no respect.
Fair.
And scoops up his backpack and skateboard that he left by the employee entrance door.
Mm-hmm.
And
So you see one of the mannequins is like grabbed onto Zach's mom, and it's close enough that if you were to jump on your skateboard, you could get there.
I like it.
So as it come out the door, seeing it, I slam the skateboard down and go full speed, like two good kicks, like as fast as I can get over to the mannequin, and doing a What's the kick? Not a, is it a kick flip? What is it where the board like, actually goes vertical for a little bit? Whatever that really
it
cool.
sort of does in a kickflip, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't done skateboarding since Tony Hawk 2.
Nice.
And I only did snowboarding games, so.
Does
He's
this
like,
mall's JCPenney's still have a Nintendo 64 display? Because I played a lot of what was the snowboarding
I played SSX Tricky.
No, it was the one before
PlayStation.
SSX. It was on the N64.
Yeah, I didn't
oh
have it.
man,
What was
that's
okay, you keep sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. You keep going, I'm looking this up.
that's a deep run. Anyway, so go up, grind off of a near kiosk of something, cell phone cases probably,
Yep.
and like flip over, grab the board, and bring it down on top of the mannequin's head.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's the intent. That's the intent of the action. Now let's see what happens.
I mean, look. We're optimistic around here.
Yep, I was inspired by Joe.
Proud of you, kid.
No weapon damage on that. So let's see.
Yeah. That's
0. Not a miss.
hit. That's a hit. You need at least 0. So yeah, you just knock the mannequin's head right off, and you hit straight down, so it kind of like the head bends forward, and it shoves the torso down, and like because the arms were like kind of grabbing, like they stay there, and then they like fall off like a few seconds later.
Right.
And Zach's mom is just like, she just sort of like,
She does like that thing where she pauses for a second, then she panic screams.
yeah, like like uh well, yeah, so the arms are like still on her, and like she screams, and she like grabs him, like flings him off, and then starts running towards the exit.
No.
I yell down the hall at her, when this is over, you're taking a self-defense class. Now I'm looking at copies of 1080 snowboarding for the N64 on eBay.
Nice.
I love that game so much.
All right.
I was really bad at it, but I loved that game.
All right, so takes 1 out. Chad he's still coughing. All right, so no, that bread is for Owen's BLT lunch, birthday lunch tomorrow. So my youngest wants a snack, and the other 2 kids are apparently too busy to help. So, but she can make her own sandwich. It builds character. All right.
I think you're not wrong.
So the weird guy in robes, he like turns around, and he's like, he kind of sees what happens, and he angrily, he just like flings his hand, and like this weird purple energy like flies towards Slater. Value. I need 2 monitors, but I don't have 2. So if anyone wants to buy me in your house so I can have a desk that will fit 2 monitors, I won't stop you.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just in case there's somebody out there.
Just in case we're putting that out there.
There we go. All right. And it misses, but it does hit the cell phone stand. So the glass case you ground on just like explodes, and glass and cell phone cases just fly all over the floor.
Perfect.
And the guy says, shoot, I don't know what he says. What would be funny? Are you gonna pay for that? Just something like totally like.
Just like not like, yeah, perfect.
It's like, no, this dude's not gonna pay.
What's wrong with you?
And let's see. All right, I also have a mooks command. I can spell mook. How many are left?
6.
6. So we'll see if any of them do anything.
Uh-oh.
14. One will. So one mook hops by and it like lands on one of the arms that unless you want to dodge,
because he did take that thing.
Yeah, but it would cost you a shot, and then you wouldn't get any more actions. Otherwise, you get one more action in this sequence.
And so keyframe was just one cycle through the turn order, right?
Back to 11. So you cast or you used it on 11. So
it's just one cycle of actions.
Right. So as long as your initiative is higher than 11, it'll still be in action.
Yeah. So it's not over yet.
Right.
Well, mine is now, right? Or because this is
it's literally till you either get like 2 or back past 11.
Oh,
like next
okay.
time
I thought it was just till like the order got around. Okay, so it's still active then.
Yes.
But it won't be doing too much damage because it was like right on. So it will
15.
You're only looking at 8 or 9 minus your toughness damage. So.
Yeah, my toughness is 4.
Yeah, I'd take the 5 because
I'll take the 5.
You'll likely do more damage by doing damage. But what happens is it like hops past you, but it lands on the hand of the mannequin you broke the arms off, and it like flips up in the air and just like slaps you across the face. And the store next to you that this is all going past is the Mall Ninja shop called called Ninja Sue's Art of Decor,
which is Joe's least favorite place in the mall.
Yeah, it's like the antithesis of everything
of my dojo.
And in the mall or in the door, there's like non-animated mannequins in like ridiculous poses with equally ridiculous weapons that would be either ineffective or actively dangerous to use if they were real.
Oh jeez. Okay. I love this mall. It's a great mall. It's a combination of all the best like mall movie tropes, but in my head that makes it somewhere between 1985 and 1996. But we still have cell phones also, so I'm really not sure what's happening.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, there's like
there's part of me
like
that
an old mall. It's like a mall that didn't move out of the 80s or 90s, except it's like half dead, like a current one. Like half the stores are closed.
Like, do you remember I think this is the name. Yes. Okay. Do you remember the 1996 classic, starring Sinbad, First Kid, where Sinbad?
I haven't seen it. But...
Okay, so Sinbad is a Secret Service agent, and he gets in trouble, so he gets stuck with the duty of guarding the president's really obnoxiously bratty son. Nice. And they repeatedly go to this mall that is like you're just like stereotypical mid-90s mall, except it also has an enormous like state-of-the-art in heavy air quotes like VR like arcade.
Nice.
And it's like this big like you step into a thing and walk around, and it's just everything we've done has reminded me of this movie. Sorry. And I joke about it, but I actually genuinely do enjoy. If you've never seen First Kid, I do recommend it. It is quite funny. Solid soundtrack too. Plus, Sinbad's always entertaining.
And in weird the way time works, the main character from the kid who was the president's kid.
Yeah, I'm looking at this young man now.
Ran for president in the last presidential election race.
He is also big into the cryptocurrency industry.
He's a Bitcoin billionaire.
Huh. He was an independent candidate in 2020 for United States presidential election. He was also in Mighty Ducks,
Yep.
And D2, the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, he's young Gordon Bombay. So he plays the
He's young
young.
Bombay?
Yeah, he's the
What?
flashback Bombay.
Oh, love that.
And it's on Disney Plus, apparently.
That doesn't surprise me. I think they probably own it. He owns Blockchain Capital and IGE, whatever those are.
Yeah.
Huh.
Assuming this is going to get cut from the actual, like...
I doubt it. I love this movie. Okay, so I respect this. He had, like, multiple, like, fairly big movie roles, and he only acted for 5 years.
Yep, he got sick of it and wanted to... And so...
And now he
weird,
just wears
again,
dope hats.
Weird story. I've met him. I know him. I've worked for him. We've hung out
Love this guy. He wears
in Puerto Rico.
That's the dude you worked for in Puerto Rico?
He's the guy I worked for in Puerto Rico.
What the crap, man? I love these movies. And I like that he still has a, like, so there's a photo of him from 2018. He still looks sort of like the kid from 96.
He's still only like 4.5 feet tall.
And it's the goatee. It's like it's the kid's face but with a goatee on it. I love it. This is great. Wait, he owns Titan? Huh. He's on the board of electors for Titan Gaming. Interesting. Sorry, I apologize, Justin. I got really distracted there. That was impressively bad.
Yeah, it's all good.
We might need to cut part of that out.
I know. We'll see. Possibly. This is amazing. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Well, it's either of your guys' turn. So the puppeteer guy, after he shot his thing, he's like, "This way, there's a back entrance," and he goes into the Ninja Sue's Art of Decor.
I have to go in there now? Oh, I'm so upset. Okay. So you So I do see where they went though.
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have to worry about Chad anymore. Chad's no longer a problem for now. Hopefully ever again. Sorry, Chad. It's not your fault, buddy. I'm just gonna chase after him and try and like grab two of the mannequins and slam them mannequin forehead into mannequin forehead.
Okay.
16? 16? 16. Okay. I don't know. I don't remember my numbers. There's only two of them that I have to really remember. Boom. You know what? I did that wrong.
Well, they're...
Because I should have increased it by 1.
Yeah. You can also use the targets option if you hit
tab. Yeah.
But not necessary. And you hit by 5. So even if you added 2, it'd still be a hit.
Okay, sweet. So I grab two of them and slam their heads into each other.
Yep, and the guy in the shop is like, "That's so cool, man!"
I hate it in here.
And he's like, he's got a magazine that's like is like the top 100 least known martial arts movies.
Perfect. Okay, all right, I like it.
And so if you do a normal 3-shot action, there's no penalty. But if you're at like 1 and you do something that costs extra shots, it's just minus.
So like my windmill kick that costs 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it is Ben's turn, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to reach down at where all the shattered glass is, using my very cool black fingerless gloves. Reach out and grab 2 of the larger, like 2 to 3 inch pieces, and I'm going to hurl them at 2 of the mooks. Though obviously the one closest to me, and then another one.
All right.
as improvised throwing stars using the shards of glass.
Mm-hmm.
Kids, please don't try
Oh.
this at
And-
home.
Yeah. So here's something you could do if you want is so you could roll a fortune die, only one, but if you get at least a 3, so you have a 50% chance of hitting.
What is what is your attack with the bow or with the staff?
9. With
That's
my
the damage is 9.
the
It's
damage
your,
is 9.
yeah. But you're hitting Mook, so
Oh, so it's the damage
Yeah.
value,
It
not
just
the weapon.
increases the damage value, yeah. So I wouldn't worry
Okay.
about that.
Okay. So
you could spend a fortune die if you want to try to add your roll, or you can just
a fortune die is counts as a chi point, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
All right. So if you just type /d6, that'll roll that.
Slash D6.
You have a better than 50% chance. A 4. All right.
4.
So that hits.
Takes it to
So,
1.
Yeah. So you fling one shard of glass, and it just like it sticks in the neck of one of the mannequins, and it stumbles and falls against a bench, and it like just kind of falls apart. And the other one, it
Catch it right in the forehead on the symbol.
Yeah, you could do that. And it just like freezes dead in its tracks, and it's in a kind of weird pose, but it's like perfectly balanced. So it like stays there, and then the cell phone guy like chucks chucks something at it, and it falls over and breaks. Like that's what you get for not paying for that. All right, so we're back to the next sequence. So, your dodge thing is still active until shot 11.
Okay, and then are we re-rolling initiative on this one?
Yep.
Re-roll and it's
So,
speed.
okay, so it's speed, right?
And it speed 9. Oh, initiative 11.
Well, it's still
no.
active. At least until so you just
Speed
missed
6. So I go to 7.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Oh.
Okay.
But right now it's just us and the mooks.
And
Right.
the big bad
Oh,
guy.
and the big bad. Okay. No, he
So
gets to go
13.
first.
That's fine. We got extra actions.
That's true.
All right. So you all rush in, knocking some mooks out of the way, and the guy behind the counter's like, I've been waiting for this forever, and he grabs like this completely ridiculous sword, and he like it's like all curvy, and it looks like if you like swung it wrong, you'd like chop your own hand off. And he just like leaps out in front of the puppeteer guy, who, let's see what he does. All right, he just grabs the guy and like flings him towards Joe, except the guy like sails through the air, and he's like, ah, and but he crashes into a display, like a glass display, which was right next to you, that had like um dragons with like that hold like these glass orbs, and just a bunch of fancy pewter figures and stuff, and they just all scatter all over the place. And the guy's like, oh, I never thought I'd be a ninja.
Mm. That one kind of hurt.
He did say ninja on purpose instead of ninja, right?
Yes.
Because he missed.
Well, the guy got thrown.
Yeah.
He thought he was
Yeah.
a lot better. So I gotta tell the story. It has it's a so there's this book called the Ninja Handbook, and it got released, and it was from the Ask a Ninja guys. I don't know if you ever seen that.
I
It was
remember them. Yeah.
I remember
yeah.
them. Yeah.
I think it was before YouTube.
Ask a Ninja.
So
My gosh, man.
yeah.
Okay.
So I hear this book comes out. It's like I want to get this book, and so I was trying to think of like where a bookstore was. And I'm like thinking. Oh yeah, there's a bookstore over. I don't remember what it's by. Um, it's by a mall actually. So I'm like I park and like there's a bookstore. It's like some place that it's not Barnes and Noble, it's some other store. But I'm like, whatever. So I go inside and I start to look around and I realize that it's a Mormon bookstore.
Oh,
So and I'm
okay.
like, but before I can get out, leave because I'm like they're not gonna have this book. Um, the guy in there is like, oh hey, whatever, and it's like, well, I was looking for a book. It's a fiction book. You probably don't have it. He's like, oh, we got lots of fiction. It's like it's over here. I'm like, fine. And it's like, well, what book is it? I'm like, it's the Ninja Handbook. And he's like, yeah, we don't have that.
I forgot
Yeah.
entirely about this channel. Wow.
So, yeah, it was just so funny because it was one of those like, I was like, I just didn't know how to just like, nah, I'm good. It was just
Thanks
I didn't,
anyway.
yeah, it was funny, and of course I was right by the mall, which had a Barnes and Noble in it,
Oh, there you go.
which I ended up. It was one of those things like it was so obvious where the bookstore I wanted to go to was. I just anyways.
Not where
That
you
was
ended up. Yeah.
and that's the place where I first heard Nanja, but then in the Speed Racer movie, is it John Goodman like beats two of them up and he said something like more like Nanjas.
Oh, I had never heard that before. That's great.
Yeah. And the two mooks, the remaining, like they rush in from outside, and we'll see if they'll go after Slater, but they're also mooks, so they might not. They're not very great. Nope. And they rush in and they both try to like swipe at him, but he just sort of like they just sort of like stumble past him and kind of trip on all the figures that are all over the floor. And we're up to Slater.
So I'm going to. Slater's going to reach in and because he knows this store real well, and he's really happy that we came in here because this is where he spends half his time. Um, and he's had his eye on this one thing, this whole for months and months, knowing he'd never get it. But seeing what's going on now, he reaches behind the counter into the showcase and grabs the shark knife. Now, for the audience, go ahead and Google shark knife.
Sorry, hold on.
Um,
I'm Googling shark knife.
You might have to add stupid or ridiculous or dangerous.
Is it the thing with the fins?
It's a punching implement, like if you're Wolverine, but in front of your hand is the shark's head, and coming out of your forearm is the shark's tail.
And if you get the really expensive one, coming out of your arm further down is the rest of the tail.
Yeah. And
I'm
if
so
you do it
upset by
wrong,
this.
and if you punch wrong and come back the wrong way, you literally slice your kidney out of your body.
So upsetting.
There are many directions in which bad can happen with this thing, and I'm in love with this. It's great. So
what you're telling me is now is when you want to roll boxcars and get a negative number, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Slater would be no more.
You hear Joe yell, "That's everything wrong with this store. Put that down."
So he just slides his hand perfectly into it, pulls it out, and
why is it child size?
Takes a running leap at the puppeteer.
All right.
Because his defense is fine.
Oh, this is so bad, man. I love it.
Let me see if he actually hits first before I say what he's going to say.
Does he have a thing? Oh, jeez.
He has something he's going to yell. Let's go ahead and do... Toughness is 5 just in case. Yes! Okay, so as he comes in with his punch, he yells, "Nobody trashes my mall but me!" and just clocks and just takes a swipe at the puppeteer.
Nice.
Oh man, that's upsetting, and I love it.
Yeah, and it just
I'm both proud of you and disappointed.
The guy, he like flails back, but the fin just like right across his cheek.
So I don't know if
classic
it did
movie
damage.
cheek scar. Yes.
Did it roll damage?
No,
It
but
did
I
not.
got it.
Okay, so I don't even know what the damage would be on that weapon.
Your normal martial arts is 7.
Okay,
So,
normal martial arts damage is 7.
yeah, so I just went with that.
Okay, cool.
In my mind, Joe is so far down the initiative order because he's just that upset to be in here. He's trying to cope with the fact that he has to be in this store that he disapproves of so significantly. This is why I never come in here.
And let's see here. All right. The puppeteer will all right, and the puppeteer will he like touches his cheek and like rubs the blood, and he sneers, and he like he grabs there's a like a bin of what is it? There's a on the counter. There's like a case open that's got like a bunch of katana letter openers, and he like swipes his hand, and they all fly through the air at Slater.
Wait, what are they?
They're like letter openers that look like katanas. So 10, so 11 minus your toughness.
Toughness is 4.
Yeah, so 7 wound points.
I'm going to take it.
All right.
What is a dodge again?
A dodge will add 3 to your defense, and it costs 1 shot. You can additionally roll a fortune die to add 1 to 6 additional defense.
Okay. Spend an action or 1 shot to dodge.
Okay. So in that case, he only succeeded by 1, so that he would miss completely.
Okay.
So how do you
So
dodge?
is a dodge automatically increases your defense by 4?
It's normally 3.
But because of his thing, it's 4.
But I don't have it active yet.
Right.
So it's just the standard dodge. Okay, cool. So no damage done.
Right. So how do you dodge? Do you move out of the way? Do you pick something up and block it?
I'm gonna. Oh, this is dumb.
I think I know what you're gonna say, and I'm excited about it.
I'm gonna hold the shark up in front of my face with one arm, and my skateboard with the other. I hold it by the trucks, and just create a wall in front of my head.
All right.
And let it all stick into the back, like bounce off the blades and stick into the back of the deck of the skateboard.
Yep. That's exactly what happened. And
magically, none of them hit my forearm.
Perfect.
Right. and the mooks, they stumble in further towards their master, and they fail about, but um, Job like deflects their blows as they hop past,
Pop, pop.
and we're up to Job.
Okay, now that I've come to grips with the fact that I'm in the store, okay, I think it's time for the redemption of the flying windmill kick. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
Well, you hit.
His defense is 13, so I hit. Okay.
Yep.
Were
you going for a mook or the main guy?
Main guy.
Okay.
And I can do it again at a 0 shot cost. And I can do it until I hit 3 times or until I miss once.
Okay.
He's defense 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get him with the Ryu Hurricane Kick.
That's right.
Yeah, why don't you roll 2 more, even though normally we'd go in chat. Okay, so just because we're getting near the end of the time.
Sure.
Yeah, so you
so that's 3 hits.
Yep, so you
at 10
hit
damage
him
each.
and take out the 2 mooks.
They technically all have to hit the same person, but if you don't care, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
If they attack you, it's another kick on the same opponent at a 0 shot cost.
Then we'll go for
I just kick him in the face 3 times.
Right.
Combo.
Combo.
All right. Yeah, so you spin and just like hit the guy like 3 times, and he like flies back into the back of the store.
And I look at the store owner and I say, "Actual martial arts."
And he's like kind of woozy but he like gives you the thumbs up, and you hear the
oh, I kicked him too far away from us. I helped him escape.
Yeah. So he crashes back into the back of the store, and he shouts something in some kind of weird tongue. It's not like a language you heard. It's like it sounds. And there's the 2 mannequins. They start to glow, and they explode in a bunch of smoke. As the smoke clears, you're kind of laying there woozy, and you just see some cowboy boots in the entrance of the store, and that's where it fades to black.
I know who that is. So that was our next adventure in. What's the proper name for a session in Feng Shui, Justin? Does it have like a name?
Nope.
Okay, they don't call it like a. I didn't know if they had a specific word for that. No. So this is our most recent Feng Shui 2 session, which will hopefully have a follow up because Justin's a good GM and foreshadowed and left it open ended, so that we can come back and punch that man in the face more.
Yep.
And I will exact my vengeance, and he will pay the cost for Zach's mother to take a defensive combat class, because that woman keeps getting kidnapped, and that needs to stop. And we're replacing Slater's skateboard.
What?
It's got knives in it.
That's just grip.
That's the opposite of grip. Those are holes.
No, they're still there.
This is really unsafe.
What's a toe? I don't need a toe.
I missed a moment. I had a whole line I was going to use with what's his face, with Chad. And I meant to look at him like at some point, like if he did something obnoxious, I was going to look at him like, "This is why I wouldn't let you date my daughter." And I forgot. Okay, so Ben, thank you for hanging out.
Hopefully we have more. Sorry.
Yes, Justin, thank you for doing this. This is actually a lot of fun. I haven't played this since the last time we played it. This was cool. Forgot how much I like this system.
Yeah, I enjoy it, and we had some hopefully we'll be able to get our mysterious figure in the next game.
Yes. Yes.
Let's work on the robot also, because
Yeah, robots dope.
having to do that math on my head was great.
And I feel like I understand some of what we did just by watching the bot do it.
Right.
Which is nice.
Yeah, I had fun. Any excuse to find an excuse to program something and learn more stuff.
Dig it. So thank you for listening. A shout out as always to our Patreon supporters. I know we've been a little slow on the uptick lately, but I've got a plan, and we're gonna get there. So
y'all are awesome.
Yes, thank you guys a whole lot. Andrew, Christina, Tony, Brian, Ashley, Joanne, Sir Lord Epicname. We really appreciate you guys. And thank everybody for listening. You can find us on social media at City on the Hill Game, or wherever you listen to podcasts by searching for City on the Hill Gaming. We appreciate it. Have a blessed day.
Thanks for listening to City on the Hill Gaming. For more information, you can find us online at cityonthehillgaming.com, email us at cityonthehillgaming@gmail.com, or find us on Twitter at cityonthehillgame. For more information on saving the game, you can find Peter, Grant, and Jenny at stgcast.org or at Saving the Game on Twitter. Thanks, and have a blessed day.